Bonjour, my name is David DeVere. I'm a wine educator and traveler, and you're watching Savvy Nomad TV. This is the eau de vie edition, and this is 12 festive cheeses. This is day 2, but not actually on the 2nd of the 12th day of whatever. Let's open the cheese. Now, if you saw the minor catastrophe that number 1 was, let's see if number 2 actually has a cheese in it. It does! How satisfying! There's a cheese in here. This sort of thing is silly fun. What do we have? Smoked cheddar from the UK. Jolly good. Let's crack into the cheddar. Now, I am not a cheese expert, but I like to think that I'm a fan or aficionado of all things fermented, from kimchi to wine. And this smoked cheddar says aged 12 months, and there's a recommendation on here to eat it with pale ale, roasted grapes, and crusty bread. Roasted grapes. Interesting. Not something I come across very often. But we have our 2 wines from the Advent box, our Portuguese red blend and our Hungarian Königliche. Wow. We're going to try this with the cheddar and see if it makes either the cheddar or the wine better. Okay, let me open this up, slice it up. Opening the cheese package, I could just already smell the smoke aroma. It smelled like a smoked fish, which is nice, but it sometimes can be overbearing compared to wine. And some wines can get a little meaty or smoky. That would be a Syrah or maybe even a big Cabernet Sauvignon or a Zinfandel. But let's try this. It is like smoked. This would go great with smoked fish. It is so smoky. Wow. All right, I'm going to try it with the red blend. Meh. Doesn't really do anything for the wine or the cheese. This will be interesting because this is tropical fruit flavors, and this is smoky. Off the top of my head, I wouldn't make this a pairing. And yeah, neither of these wines particularly pair well with the intense smokiness of this cheese. When you're thinking about wine and food pairing, you're trying to match intensity levels. This cheese is so smoky, it pretty much overpowers everything else. It's not good with this white, and it's not particularly good with this red, meaning it doesn't increase the flavors of either of them. The wine doesn't get better, and the cheese doesn't get better. So you need to think about that when you're making food and wine pairings. Can those two things stand up to each other? This smoky cheese would need a much bolder wine, like a Zinfandel or Côte de Rhône from the south of France. Okay, that's it. I'm going to get Sarah. Let's see what she thinks about these cheeses and wines.
Smoky. Not overly smoky to me. I think smoked fish smells way smokier than that. And the cheddar seems kind of mild, which is interesting. I only took the tiniest little bite of cheese, so that was fine. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just neutral. Okay, let me sniff on this some more. and taste. I do want to say cheese grommet a lot. This is from the UK. I also wonder if South African Pinotage, which can be quite smoky, would be a good pairing.
A Pinotage would be good.
That was not really the best pairing. Oh, sadly, that made that wine much less good. I kind of like the cheese. Not these two together, though. But this is fun. Cheese, grommet, or whatever.
Okay, so that's our day 2 cheese. These cheese videos are going to be released 6 hours after the wine video of the same day. So anyway, if you come to this because the YouTube algorithm recommends it first, you can go back and watch the wine videos and then come to the cheese, or watch them in any order you want. I don't care. I'm just trying to let you know how we're doing it. I'm not grading these cheeses. I'm not scoring them. I'm just eating and drinking. With the Wine Advent box, I'm scoring and thinking. It's different. If you've enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you for the next cheese, where we'll have 2 new wines. And tomorrow, I'll have a new wine that will go with a new cheese. Okay, until then, I say à tout à l'heure and cheese.